Hey there. This video is primarily directed to those guys who are coming into Roka that are new. Now, this also applies to a lot of the old guys, so don't try to ignore this, okay? But what I want to talk about is a little bit of CBT. What is CBT? Now, a lot of you newer folks, you have people coming up to you, knocking on your door, ringing your phone, always trying to reach you. You have Mr. Harvell, Mr. LeVar coming out to you, and they're talking about you coming into Roka, being a part of the Roka family. And then they mention to you that somebody might be talking to you about CBT. And you're wondering, well, just what the hell is this CBT? CBT is really something that's known as cognitive behavioral theory. And that's something that's really one of the foundations of the work that we do at Roka, because what we're doing at Roka is not just helping you get a job, not just giving you work readiness skills, not just offering you a way to look at your educational needs, but also a way of looking at how you deal with things that occur in your life, how you are affected by situations. What's a situation? A situation is anything that occurs that affects the way you think, that affects what you feel, and in turn what you do. So CBT is a way of looking at that relationship between your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. That's what CBT is. Okay? A situation arises and that affects what you think, what you feel, and in turn what you do. Or what you do, how you feel and what you think, or any combination thereof. And that causes us to get into a cycle. Those things that we call a think, feel, do cycle. And we get stuck. We get stuck when we're controlled by our emotions. And they take us into actions that we don't understand. Our thoughts go off into a loop. And that makes us feel a certain way. We do something and all of a sudden we don't understand why we feel what we feel, and then we're thinking some kind of crazy stuff, and then it makes us want to do something else. Those are classic cycles that we get into. So what CBT does is that offers you some skills that you can use. It offers you a way to break that cycle. What do? You interrupt the cycle and you introduce a skill. Now we have 7 different skills that we use in CBT. 7 different skills. Skills that deal with thought, skills that deal with action, skills that deal with emotion. It provides us with a choice. That's all it does. CBT does not give you answers. It gives you choices. And that's something that when we're caught up in our emotions, when we're caught up in our thoughts, when we're caught up in negative actions, we don't always understand that we have. We can do the same thing, or we can choose to do something new. And that something new could change our lives. So what are the skills that we're talking about when we talk about we have 7 skills? We're talking about be present. We're talking about label feelings, labeling our feelings. We're talking about acting on values. Move it. We want to flex our thinking. Sometimes we want to stick with it. And then again, we look at solving it. Some of these, like I said, deal with your thought. Some of it deals with your feelings. Some of it deals with your actions and behavior. But remember, what we want to do here at Roka is help you find a way to make some behavioral changes, to give you a way to do things differently, to make new and better choices. So this is just a quick overview of CBT, but I want you all to understand that there's a lot of use here. There's a lot of things that you can learn from it, and don't be afraid of it. We'll see you soon.